Hello again! Welcome to this introductory video about the interpretive mode of communication. After watching this video, you will be able to define the interpretive mode of communication, identify examples for the interpretive mode, design class activities that foster the interpretive mode. Remember what Professor Martinez's students' first task was? They were watching a video about Hispanic food in class. Watching videos, listening to podcasts or the lyrics of a song, or reading a magazine are examples of the interpretive mode of communication. In the interpretive mode, students must demonstrate an understanding of printed or digital text, audio, videos, or songs within appropriate cultural context. Performing activities that promote the interpretive mode is fundamental for the development of students' critical thinking skills. Furthermore, they are also important to improve the students' proficiency level in the target language. It is essential that students are exposed to authentic materials so that when they are out of the classroom, they may be able to interact appropriately in interpretive situations such as understanding a menu in a restaurant, following instructions at an airport, interpreting traffic signals, or even reading news, articles, stories, or watching movies in the target language. For the record, authentic materials are print, video, or audio materials that were not created specifically to be used in the classroom, such as job applications, menus, voicemail messages, radio programs, videos, among others. That's why they are an excellent real-life learning tool for students. Let's see. Which of the following is not an authentic material? Is it A, the Madrid Metro map in Spanish? Is it B, a textbook vocabulary list of clothing in German? Or is it C, the original French version of Le Petit Prince? If you said B, you are correct. Although textbooks are a great source of very useful materials, they are not what we call authentic or everyday life materials. After selecting the right authentic text, video, or audio, you can assess students' understanding by asking them to recognize keywords, detect the main idea and identify supporting details, note organizational features, guess meaning from context, or identify logical inferences. Some examples of in-class activities that will help you assess students' communication in the interpretive mode are listening to the lyrics of a song in Spanish and asking students to identify keywords and to guess their meaning, or listening to the descriptions of 3 Chinese families and matching the description to the photo. Watching a sign message in ASL and ask students to identify the general topic. Or watching a German movie and ask students to identify the main idea and supporting details. Reviewing some travel brochures in French and ask students to highlight the most important information, or ask them to identify if some information is true or false according to what they understand. To create an in-class or assessment activity that fosters the interpretive mode, consider the proficiency benchmark established for your students. For example, at the novice proficiency benchmark, students can identify the general topic and some basic information in very familiar and everyday context. They can recognize only practiced or memorized words, phrases, and simple sentences in texts that are spoken, written, or signed. Taking that into consideration, you can present an appropriate, authentic text to novice students and ask them to circle or highlight keywords and then guess the meaning of those they don't know. You can also ask them to identify the general topic and some basic information with the help of visuals and cognates. They should avoid translating and must figure this out with what they have learned in class so far. According to the actual can-do statements, learners move along the proficiency continuum at different speeds in listening, reading, or viewing because they bring prior skills and experiences from their native and target language to the interpretive mode. Some factors that impact how well learners understand text include text complexity or length, familiarity with topic and background knowledge, or the ability to use literacy strategies. Remember, the interpretive mode is a one-way communication that involves reading, listening, or viewing authentic materials. You must take into account the proficiency benchmark expected for your students in order to design appropriate in-class activities that foster this mode. Now that you have reviewed all this information, can you design your own interpretive mode in class activity? I hope so. Make sure you complete the activities for the interpretive mode after watching this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.